In its beginning, the Atari 2600 needed games, so they turned to one of their programmers, David Crane, and David produced a game that had to do with the Wild Wild West, named Outlaw. And today I want to talk about why I like Outlaw in terms of its graphics and fun and sound effects, and why this game needs to be relooked at, for it was well done at its time, and it's well done as of now. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look at the official promotional commercial that Atari used to sell Outlaw to the public in 1978.
Atari, they tell me you're fast.
Let's take a look at how Outlaw was promoted in one of the Atari 2600 game catalogs. Okay, inside the book it says squeeze the trigger, and the gunfighter draws, kneels and aims, release the trigger, and the lead starts flying. Throw away walls, stage closes, and cacti. And if your opponent doesn't give you a clean shot, nail him with a clever wicked shot. Build up notches on your gun with 16 games and variations. Gunslinger game selections 1 to 12. Plan your strategy for the big showdown. Sometimes you run out of bullets. We'll need to make a clean getaway. One of you ends up on Boot Hill. Target shooting, variations 13 through 16. It's a race against time, and there's sword obstacles to pump lead into a moving target. All this back in 1978. Before we play the game, let's take a look at the game box and see what it offers. Okay, on the bottom of the box it shows a horseback and buggy. Shows an old man whipping the horses. The horses are running fast. There's a cowboy right to the man's right, with a gun firing at stuff behind the horseback and buggy. Up above on the upper right hand corner we have a cowboy with his gun, dressed in old western attire. To the left of that we have a cowboy, it looks like with his hat off now, firing his gun frantically at an enemy unseen beyond the left of the picture. Up above the picture we have, it looks like out west, with the canyons, there's yellow sky, there's an orange sun, and some clouds. And then down below the horseback and buggy there's money. Looks like several pieces of gold coins. Up above all that we have video computer system, gameplay, 16 video games, gunslinger, target shot, 1 or 2 players. Okay, on the back of the box it shows the Atari logo, video computer system, game program. Below that, 1 to 12 gunslinger, 13 through 16 target shoot, 1 player, 2 players. To the right of that, shows control joystick, user joystick controllers with this game program. So let's see now what the gameplay has to offer. Listen as the game plays, you can actually hear the boots, spurs, as they walk across the floor or desert onto shooting its target. This to me is amazing. All this back in 1978. Watch as the game plays with realistic movement of how someone back then would move, the interactive talking and scenery, horseback and buggy, cacti, the other player that can move and shoot you, bullets that have unlimited rounds, all this and more on the Atari 2600 game made back in 1978. Do you believe that? To Mr. Crane, I'd like to say thank you, dear sir, for creating a realistic cowboy video game that has the sound of the spurs as they're moving across screen, targets, cacti, horseback and buggy, all this on my Atari 2600 game from 1978. Thank you, dear sir, for this game. I would like to say thank you for allowing me your time to watch this video on why I like Outlaw for the Atari 2600. I have more videos coming soon, so please keep an eye out for more on my YouTube page, and I'll see you all later.